Hey, what's up everybody? I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to do a pod review on a Biker Billy jalapeno, but at the same time I'm going to show you how to prepare some pretty tasty jalapeno poppers. Really easy, anybody can do it, and when you have a nice harvest with anything from your jalapenos all the way up to some of your supers, you can make some poppers, and they're a great way to add to the dinner plate a little bit of heat. So anyways, what I have are Biker Billy jalapenos. All these are already cut open and prepped. This is one I decided to take, and I'm going to eat this one. I'm leaving for a couple weeks, so I wanted to pull everything off of my plants just so they have a little bit more room to grow up a little bit and to set more pods. Anyways, Biker Billy jalapenos are a hybrid from Burpee, I believe is the company that originally created it or whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. However, they're supposedly the hottest jalapenos out there. Generally speaking, jalapenos are anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 Scoville heat units, which is significantly lower than your super hots out there. We're talking about 750,000 plus. But they're supposed, as far as a pepper to cook with, a pepper to utilize, jalapenos are in a lot of recipes, and they add a great little punch of heat. In just about anything you're cooking. So anyways, I'm going to cut this open, show you the inside, and I'm going to eat it and then prepare the poppers while I'm doing so. So generally I just cut off just the tip, the stem area. Some people like to keep them on, but if it's a little bit too hot and that starts to burn, it'll kind of jack up the taste and the smell within the oven or within the grill, whatever you're using. Loaded with seeds. I pulled a ton of seeds out so I can send my buddy Chris some seeds. But I'm going to eat the seeds in this one, or eat the whole thing instead of, because when you pull it out, it ends up looking like that, which everything is out there. So just to get a good heat level on that one. So I'm gonna make some poppers. So anyways, I'm gonna eat this piece. So great jalapeno flavor. Pretty hot in the back of the throat. Seeds really not getting in the way too bad. Honestly, I was expecting something a little bit hotter, and now I understand that they could have turned red, and that's when you're going to get your hottest jalapenos for the red ones. But nowhere near, only the other half, shoot. Nowhere near the heat level I expected. Don't get me wrong, they're hot. For jalapenos, they're definitely, like, sometimes you go to the grocery store and when you buy them, you'll get completely sweet ones or no heat at all. These are about as hot as some of the ones that really punch you in the face. Anyways, I'll let that fester a little bit, see if it gets any hotter. But it's got one of the best tastes out of all the jalapenos I've ever had. Anyways, so that's a winner in that regard. So anyways, when you're cutting open your jalapenos, a little bit of heat in the front of the mouth. You want to kind of make a little canoe. You can leave a little bit of the membrane and the seeds in there, but you want to have room for the cream cheese. So I kind of just take my spoon and I pull out the seeds and leave a little bit of the membrane in there, and I've done it with all these other ones. And the best part about this is you can prepare a bunch of them and kind of freeze a bunch of them and then pull them out when you need them. Anyway, so I have regular Philadelphia cream cheese. This is 1/3 fat. A little heat, not bad. Nothing near the super level, but you're not expecting that. You want to take like a nice little spoonful, kind of just put it in there and push it in, get it nice and full with the cream cheese. And then once you do all your peppers, I'm gonna wrap them in bacon. So I'll do a couple of these and show you the bacon part. And what's nice is when you pull all the seeds and the membranes out, a little bit of heat still. Pull all the seeds and the membranes out, it gets on the spoon, so it gives you a little bit more of the heat. Now, of course, for all you guys out there that are wanting something really spicy, leave a bunch more, or you can blend in the seeds or blend in the membrane within your cream cheese, and that'll give you that heat that you want without sacrificing the nasty, bland, pithy flavor of the seeds themselves. Still got a nice little amount of heat. As far as flavor goes in jalapenos, this is on top of just about anything I've ever tried. Very good. Still got a little bit more. It's like a tongue heat more than anything. Just to keep this a little bit short, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bacon, and a lot of people wrap them, and that's good. It gives you a lot of bacon flavor. However, a lot of times you end up with a soggy bacon. So I'm going to cut this in thirds, and that'll be my like the perfect amount of bacon on these. And if you got a bigger jalapeno, you can actually wrap more than one piece. So what I do is I just take that one piece of bacon, I'm going to lay it on it, kind of wrap it around, nice one big wrap. I'll take my toothpick, stick it through the whole thing, and then I'm going to put it on my wrap. Now I'm not going to go through the whole cooking the whole thing and show you, oh, magically they all have been cooked. But from here you have a couple different options. Option one, you can stick them in the oven, which I'm probably going to do because I'm already going to be braising and roasting some Brussels sprouts for dinner tonight. So might as well just stick it in there. I'd say your heat levels anywhere from, some people like 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes. I'm probably going to go a little bit hotter, about 400 to 425 for about 15 minutes. All you're really looking is to crisp up the bacon. You don't really have to worry about cooking the jalapeno all the way through because honestly it's going to get nice and warm. The cream cheese is very fast cooking, but you don't want soggy bacon. Nobody likes soggy, flimsy bacon. So what you really want to shoot for is a nice crisp on the bacon, and honestly just keep on looking in there every 5 minutes or so to see where your bacon's at. If you put it on the grill, you want to make sure your grill is very, very moist. A couple ways to do that is oiling the grates, and another option would be to actually take an onion, cut it in half, put some oil on it, and then put it over your entire your grill surface in order to negate the fact that the bacon is going to stick, because once the bacon fat starts rendering, it gets crispy, it's going to stick a little bit more. Now it's been a couple minutes and I still feel a little bit of heat on the tip of my tongue and on the inside of my mouth, so it's got a decent heat, nowhere near what I was expecting. Like I said, I'm going out of town for a couple weeks and I didn't have time to wait, so I pulled everything off the plants the way they were. I'm going to definitely try again when it's red to see the different heat level. But if you're going to make these, make more than you think you're going to need, because these things are going to go really, really fast. Really quickly, another cool way to add a little bit of smoky flavor, since I'm going to do them in the oven instead of doing it on the grill. I'm going to take my buddy Shane's Manzano powder and just sprinkle a little bit over the top. Throw it in the oven until the bacon renders and gets nice and crispy. Pull them out and then serve them as a side or as an appetizer. If you're going to pre-make them, I would recommend not freezing the bacon just because it takes longer to thaw. I would just stuff them like this, stick them in a Ziploc baggie, label the date, throw them in the freezer, and then pull them out, let them sit on the counter for 45 minutes or so, and then wrap them in bacon and stick them in the oven. So, appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna do another video with the Maui Purples, just to go ahead and get the heat level on those. Actually, you know what? Okay, I lied. Well, I have everything out. Might as well just give a shot to the Maui Purple. This is an ornamental pepper, very, very pretty plant. I got no idea how hot it is, or I'm doubting it's going to be very hot. I'm going to pull some seeds out of this one as well to send over to Chris. I know he wants to grow these. It's got a good smell, almost like the jalapeno. I'm actually going to pull these seeds, look like they're everywhere. Forget that, I'll just eat it anyways. Let's see. It's got more of a Chinese flavor. Not hot. I was wrong. It's a little hot. It got me in the back of the throat. But it's more of like a slow kind of soft burn. Other than that initial burst, I don't think it's really going to get any hotter, or it's going to linger. Decent flavor. A lot of ornamentals you run into issues with that they taste like crap, honestly. But this one tastes pretty good. I think the best use for this is going to be powdered, and it's going to make some really pretty purple powder. It doesn't have too much of a distinct, crazy, hit you in the face flavor. So if I added it to some supers, I'll probably get the flavor and the heat level from, for example, like a 7-pot but I could probably add a little bit of this to it to kind of purple up the color, make it look pretty cool. So, still pretty warm. Got on the tip of my tongue, the top of my tongue. This one's actually hotter than the Biker Billy. The Biker Billy's got a little bit of flavor, but this one's definitely a little bit hotter. I'd compare this to almost like an ahi yellow, or an ahi amarillo, or an ahi lemon, whatever you want to call them. They're different peppers, but a lot of people confuse what they are. Anyways, not too bad. They look great. I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and out there and eat them in droves, but like I said, I'm going to try to use them in some powder. But it's definitely got a nice little heat level on my tongue. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for taking the time out.